Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, my name is LaPortia Jimmy, and I'm the founder and CEO of H&H. So I always get the question of what inspired me to start this business, and two quotes actually come to mind. The first one is, start a business that solves the problem. So, a quick question for all of you. How long does it take you to dry off after a shower or a swim? I know that time can vary between how late for work you plan to be and how many children under the age of 4 you have. We can thank our cotton towels. We can thank our cotton towels with their high absorbency for getting us dry and a little ashy in minutes. Now, take that same concept and apply it to your cotton head. Imagine how dehydrated your hair must be after a day of hiding the bed hair day with the baseball cap. What I found surprising is that baseball caps have been around for decades, and no one had discovered a way to enjoy them without having to tackle a frizzy mess at the end of the day. But before you start to worry, H&H already has a perfect product solution for you. In 2016, I was a single mom, a full-time postal employee, and a struggling entrepreneur. I literally wore a lot of hats. They were actually my go-to hairstyle until I realized that my beloved baseball caps were aiding in my hair loss. So out of sheer necessity, I redesigned my baseball cap so that I could continue to wear it without the worry of losing my hair. At that moment, I didn't realize that I was creating this revolutionary product that could conveniently integrate $4 billion markets. I was just happy I didn't have to cut ties with my hats, and I wouldn't be losing any more hair. And so I found my patent in 2017, towards the end of it, and I didn't officially launch my business until June of 2018. Luckily, I wasn't the first company to hit the market with these hats, so I didn't have to do the heavy lifting. But when I did officially start selling the hats, I was selling them out of the trunk of my car, and I hated it, really. It's very dangerous, and it didn't align with the business plan that I had created for the business during my time at Ivy Tech's entrepreneurship program. So I learned to do what I do best, pivot. In September of 2018, I got the opportunity to create a special order for a breast cancer survivor. It was a satin-lined baseball cap, and it had hashtag survivor across the front in hot pink with a hot pink lining. I can show you pictures later, but she loved it. And she told her network, which was her support system for her breast cancer, about it. And I ended up selling about almost 200 of those hats in 2018. Following that success, I was invited to be a private vendor for an event hosted by Pass the Torch for Women. And our arrangement was that H&H created a customized satin-lined baseball cap, and we would take a portion of each hat that was sold at the event and donate it to their scholarship fund. I love that, and so I pivoted again, and I redesigned the business model so that it would reflect that partnership. So as the sales have been growing, I'm super excited about that, but my favorite part of the business is our social impact. In May of 2019, I was able to start working with 3 young girls in my neighborhood. I taught those girls how to sew, and they started to help me handcraft the baseball caps, and I paid them as well. Initially, it was just myself. I have 2 amazing kids that helped me. My daughter was doing the sewing, and my son was helping with the embroidery because we were customizing the hats. So now that production process is in we are expanding by partnering with 2 community centers, one in Indianapolis, Indiana, and one in Gary, Indiana, which is my hometown. So I'm super excited about that. What these partnerships will help us do is to teach young girls in both of these impoverished areas how to sew. And then they will also play a pivotal part in us launching our affiliate program, where we will teach the girls how to sell the product, and we will use sales to boost their financial literacy and their self-esteem. The programs will, like I said, help us launch our affiliate program, which was inspired by the Annie Malone and her Poro agents, Madam C.J. Walker and her Walker agents, and the Mary Kay consultants of the world. And in addition to that, we also have our corporate affiliates who utilize the hats as employee swag, and our nonprofit that we work with, they utilize it as specialty fundraiser items. So instead of selling popcorn and trash bags, they've started customizing the hats and selling them to their network. Okay, and when I set out to start H&H, I just set out to change the world of baseball caps. But now we're a social enterprise that is using our platform to empower young girls in underserved areas and just help them become their best selves and combat poverty. And I know in Indianapolis, which is where I reside, they always ask at the end of that, how can the community help? And these are just a few ways that would really help us out. As sales increase, we're able to hire more girls, and that's how we're growing, through hiring and training those girls. If you know of any charities or fundraisers or any sports that you play that would like to become a corporate affiliate, that would really help out as well. And we're also looking for supplies. In our sewing program, I'm buying the girls all new sewing machines that will stay at the community center, and then on Saturdays we'll host a community sewing class. So we need sewing machines for that, and then if you know of any embroidery machines, we also want to, that's our highest expense, and we want to bring that in-house, and then the girls will also be able to learn embroidery as well, so they will have that skill. So does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Oh, thank you very much. That was a great presentation. Questions?
My first thought, have you ever heard of Annie Malone?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I was going to say, like, that, her story and her life may help guide you through this process.
Absolutely.
But then my other thought was, have you thought about, I guess, the exercise market? Because there's nothing that messes up your hair more than a vigorous workout. And so perhaps it becomes part of, like, a person's attire as they work out or afterwards or something like that?
Absolutely. We've had some of our customers work out in the hats. They highly recommend them. We just reached out to a boxer. She just won a title. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but we wanted to test it out before we started marketing to exercises, but it looks like they love it. So that will be a market that we're going into.
Get Curves Corporate to buy in. Curves Exercise Studios, if they've got something to give away to all their women to come in there.
Right. That's right. Any partnership?
So I understand like what you're doing with the inside of the caps and everything, like with making hair healthy. Do you think that you would consider like branching out in terms of like other types of apparel? And I'm just saying mainly with you teaching this skill to
Yes.
young people, it's like, it's an opportunity for them to learn about more apparel making.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, that's definitely included in our 5-year plan. Next year, we're planning to grow out into additional pet styles. So we're planning to teach the girls the skill of millinery. So they'll be learning how to actually hats, so we can make different types of hats. And then within the next 5 years, we do want to teach the girls how to make shirts and jeans, because now that they are getting started, they really light up when it's time to sew. So within 5 years, we hope to be having other products.
Okay, and if you're working with satin pajamas. or
Yes.
with the hats, yeah.
Yes, you got pajamas, pillowcases, and sleep masks. A lot of people want to do make sleep masks, so that's something that we're interested in as well.
So this is a great pitch.
Thank you.
I'm not sure. This is a great pitch. I'm guessing it's not the first time pitching. This is really solid. You had some metrics in your deck, so well done. It's a great concept. I sleep on a satin pillowcase. You never know to look at my hair, but I get the need. I get the product. I think it's awesome. I can see a bunch of different ways for this to go, but I'm really curious to know what's your long-term plan, whether you're more focused on keeping it as a local and social enterprise, or whether you're thinking about taking it in a bigger direction and becoming a licensee or even a supplier to licensees for like professional sports teams, like NBA hats or baseball hats, and for actual MLB teams or things like that.
Absolutely, thank you. And I love the idea of licensing the products. I just would ask that they continue to let us make the products and then they can sell it, just so that the demand for us to make it, we can impact more girls. So instead of having this major manufacturing facility in one location, I want to keep them like medium sized and have them across the country in underserved areas so that we have access to more young girls.
This is a quick thought. Like, so what you just described was it was like a French version of manufacturing before the Industrial Revolution, and so maybe some historical study in that regard may help you understand like some of the complications or benefits of that process. That's a very, I mean, really, if you're looking to push a social enterprise, it's a very good way to do it. My other thought in this question is, would you be able to take contract work from other people who might have embroidery needs for manufacturing? Are you open to that as well?
Absolutely. Any work that we can get for the girls, I'm open to. If we can get them learning to sew any type of product, doing any type of embroidery work, whatever we can teach them, that's what I'm open to.
Sorry, a follow-up to that question. I guess how's your R&D in embroidery? Like, because there are very good seamstresses and embroiderers out there who know how to, stitch complicated things together. Do you have any good lead R&D people in there?
It's done by machine.
Oh.
Computerized.
Oh, I figured that there was somebody who would understand this, the best stitching processes before the machine process.
Right, that is a good idea. That is something that I would have to look into.
You're very gracious of giving that a good idea, compliment. Thank you.
Great.
It also occurs to me there may be embroiderers out there already who might have an old machine.
Okay.
And this is a way that they can give back to the community because you're not so much in competition with them, given what you're doing, where your price schedule is. So yeah, you might want to reach out to some of those folks who do embroidered shirts and hats and things. They might, like I said, they may have an old machine, or they may know who sells old machines.
Okay. I like that. But in case we have, because what I've learned is when people get embroidery machines, they really hold on to them because they last a long time, and you are going to always need embroidery. Even if we can find someone to let us do embroidery classes at their embroidery shop, maybe after hours, so that they're still making some money off of the embroidery machine, that will help. We're open to that as well. So I love the idea of collaborating.
Yeah, there are a few in St. Louis.
I might know some folks to introduce you to if you want to chat.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you so much, LaPortia. That was wonderful.
Thank you.